Hi everyone, welcome to Colouring with Kay and thank you for joining me today. So in this video I'm going to share these beautiful new colouring books from Castle Arts. So Castle Arts is a brand that's well known for doing many different art supplies, including coloured pencils, and so this is something rather new that they've come out with. They did contact me and ask me if I would like them to send me the books, and I said yes, I'll show them on the channel. So here they are. There's 4 books, and I'm going to do a flip of each one of them. So let's start with the Beautiful Flowers colouring book. I'm just thinking, should I bring you in closer? We'll just leave it for now, but it's a lovely, it's not a standard side, it's actually quite wide, but yeah, it feels very nice. You've got cardboard cover, so it says a collection of 36 colourful flowers specially curated by our resident artists, and then this is the back. And then yeah, and we're going to get started. So you can see here, can I get out any further? No, that's the furthest I can go with my camera. So you've got a little, the colouring book belongs to bit here, and then some information here. I guess it's more like a magazine type colouring book in my view, and then you've got suitable media to use, a little bit of information here, and then on this page we have recommendations, further recommendations. So we've got their metallic pencils, gold coloured pencils, pastel tint, watercolours, gouache, you know, all these other materials. And then these are all the pictures that are in the book, and they're already coloured, which I find is really useful. So I love that there's a colour reference here. It does say here at the side, cut out your colour references, so you could even do that so it's next to you while you're colouring, because the other option would be to have it here opposite your page, because that's what some colouring books do. But I guess in this way, I guess you can cut them out and have them placed there. You can cut them out and stick them there yourself if you wanted to. But yeah, these are all the beautiful flowers that are in the book, and of course they've all got their names there. And I think these are the page numbers. No, they are numbered, so you can see that number 4 here is begonia. So when we go back here, we've got number 4, begonia. So yeah, they are all labelled up so you can easily find them, which is very good and handy. That's those. So we've got 36 of them. So if you love flowers, then this is a really good book for you. So again, that's like the title page, and then what you have is you have your page like this, and then the label, the name, and also the Latin name as well, and then a little bit of a description here as well, which I won't bother reading. And then you've got the beautiful flowers there that you can colour. And I do quite like how they've set this book out. The paper is quite good quality, I would say. Let's see, let's just check. Compared to this one, which is Amazon print, yeah, definitely thicker than Amazon print paper. I would say approximately 1.5 to double the thickness of the Amazon printed book. But of course that's a little bit of a subjective view, but it's definitely thicker than Amazon printed paper. I can say that. It feels quite, doesn't feel as smooth as some papers, so there is a bit of tooth there. So I like the line work here, and I think I personally would possibly cut out the little pictures so that it's next to me, and then I can actually colour. But then again, I'm one of those people who doesn't like to cut bits out of books, so I might even just take a photo and then try to colour. But yeah, they are lovely flowers. And again, at the bottom here you do have the name of the flower as well. So you've got your good old daffodil there. So I'm going to go through this fairly quickly, not too quickly, but you know, you will see each page of course, because I've got 4 books to go through. This is just fuchsia. So yeah, they are drawn rather nicely, and it will be interesting to actually use the Castle Art pencils on here as well. You know, their own recommended products, of course, because not that you can't use any other pencils, of course you can, but it would be nice to see if the paper takes their own pencils really nicely. So marigold. So yeah, there's just a range of flowers here, and like I said, it's not a standard size book, it is quite wide, width-wise. Peruvian lily. But I really do like the fact that they have the reference pages at the front, so that you can do it accurately, and you don't have to go searching on you know, Google to see an image of what the flower looks like. Tea rose. Never knew there was a flower called tea rose. Tulips. You've got a white lily and an iris, and then a wild rose. Near to the end now, I think. Wisteria. And then here at the back, a little bit about the brand, I think, and their team, who you can get in touch with if you need to. And then here on the cover you've got test your colours. Thing is though, this is a very smooth card because it's the back of the book, so this would actually be quite different to the actual paper that you put your pencil on. So it would have been nice to have one of these pages where you could test your colours so you know exactly how it would come out, because this is really smooth card. Okay, so that's that, the Beautiful Flowers colouring book. Next is the Enchanting Fantasy colouring book, again 36 images. Now this is really not something that I would colour in personally, but that's my personal preferences. I don't really colour people, or you know, fantasy people either, so I will probably be giving this away. But look at how gorgeous you can make the images. Look at that, stunning butterflies. I mean, this, if you are stuck for colours, which I am sometimes as well, I like to have the inspiration. Many Japanese books that I purchase do have you know, these reference images where you can get some inspiration, and I really like that this has got the images there that you can, you know, sort of recreate. Look at this one with the rainbow, it's beautiful. So yep, let's go through them. This is one with dragons. She's called the Foxy Lady. Lilies of the Forest. So yeah, that's the butterfly one. Actually, you can imagine how gorgeous that these images can actually look because of the reference images. So this is I think it's an undersea one. It says goldfish and the nymph. You do get a little bit of the information here, so it does tell you the mythology background to the images, which is really useful. I suppose it adds to your inspiration as well, doesn't it? But like I say, I'm just not interested in colouring people, so, or mythical people anyway as well. So I will probably donate this somewhere possibly to school, or yeah, or someone who is interested in it. I do like that building at the back though. Undersea Moon, the Rendezvous. So I think what I'm going to do, I do like this one though, Mermaids in Full Flow. The odd occasion I do colour, I colour when I colour people, it's not portraits, not big faces like this, I will colour like tiny small people, like when they're part of a big image, but it's just not something that I'm into really. The other subjects I'm more into, for example, colouring castles or flowers, a little bit into it, but these are stunning images, I have to say. They are stunning images, really pretty. I guess you could even cut these out because they're bordered. If you wanted to put them up, then you could also do that. Not perforated, but you can, like I say, do that. So the back of this book is exactly the same as the other one. So that's the fantasy one. Next one is the Magnificent Castles colouring book. So again, this is the back of the book, and we'll have some reference images of actual castles. You don't have to colour, look at that lovely title page there, well, nameplate page, should I say. So here are the castles. So you've got castles from England, Slovakia, Spain, France, Romania, Switzerland, different places around the world. I think there's one here in Japan, one in Denmark. So it's really nice that you've got different castles from all over the world. That one looks stunning. The sunset back. So again, you get a little bit of information on the other side of the page, which is always useful. That's the Alhambra in Granada, Spain. Could be like a reference guide if you end up colouring all these in. Oh, Bran Castle in Transylvania. I wonder if Dracula lives there or lived there. Conwy Castle, been there. Absolutely gorgeous castle. It's like just your typical look, you know, when you imagine a castle in your head. The Conwy Castle is definitely one that I would picture. Got a castle in Dover here in England. There's so many castles in the United Kingdom, absolutely brilliant to just visit them. So these all did come wrapped in plastic, but I took them off before I started filming because I thought I will save time, and I'm sure you don't want to hear crinkly plastic. There's a castle in Normandy, France. Yeah, the paper is definitely nice. It's a good thickness. It's not your terrible Create Space Amazon printed, you know, Amazon printed paper. Although most books are Amazon printed, so I don't hate it, but I prefer not to colour on Amazon printed paper, but you know, sometimes it's not possible. but this is good paper. So I guess these are quite all realistic images in these, well, apart from the mythical one. You've got, you know, real flowers, real castles. So if you're into colouring a lot of realistic stuff, which on the odd occasion I am, but it's not something that I, you know, I'm particularly into. But now and again, I do like to do that. And of course you can pretty much think that these are single-sided, so you can use other mediums if you wanted. So that's the end of the castles one. So that's the Magnificent Castles colouring book. Of course they have to have a castle colouring book because they're called Castle Arts. And then this one, which is one that I am most interested in, is the Merry Christmas Colouring Activity Book. So it's a compendium of colouring sheets, Christmas cards and a seasonal calendar specially curated by a resident artist. Now this one is not just your typical colouring book. This one's got, like I say, it's an activity book. So it's got colouring sheets in it, but there's some that you can use as Christmas cards, take them out and send to people, and there's a seasonal calendar as well. So this is slightly different, which is really nice. And that's the Book Belongs to Page. But yeah, it gives you information about framing your art, just like the other books, and then information about, you know, the tools that you can use to colour the Castle Art ones. So here we have, you know, the 12 Days of Christmas. So I think those are the colouring pages. So the partridge, the 2 turtle doves, the 3 French hens, and so on. Which is really, really cute. So it goes all the way up to, I guess there, 12 Days of Christmas. And then we've got these individual images, lovely images here. You've got a snowman, rocking horse. I love the ice castle. I love the toy shop, beautiful. And then this is the seasonal calendar, I think. Look at that, that's absolutely stunning. Spring. Those are the other images. So I really like the concept. That's beautiful, that they've used in this book. So it's not just a straightforward colouring book. So 12 Days of Christmas colouring, and they've also got it on here, you know, the text of it. So on the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree. I think I am going to do one in here. I'm going to colour something in here. Just don't know which one. And 2 turtle doves, your 3 French hens, the 4 calling birds, the 8 maids. The 9 ladies are mice, so that's really cute. I really like that. And then you've got your 10 lords a leaping, that's the frogs. You've got the 11 pipers piping. I do really like this one because you've got various characters here. The 12 drummers drumming. So I'm thinking maybe to do this one, because I have been tagged by Kirsty over at Kirsty Colour and Sketch for the Christmas colouring tag, so I thought I could colour a picture from here. So that was the 12 Days of Christmas, and these are the Christmas cards. So you get a little bit of information here of instructions of how to, well, to colour the card and then how to cut it out and things like that. And we've got this lovely little robin here. I could even do a card, so I'm not even sure which one I'm going to do, but see, each card has got a little message in it as well, I presume, when you cut it out and fold it. That's the snowman scene. This one's a landscape one, so we've got Santa there in his sleigh and the reindeers. A little puppy here. Stained glass candles. The rocking horse. I was thinking of doing that one as well, I wasn't sure. I thought a smaller image and the stocking. I do really like this one, which is Santa's boot with the little bird there, the robin, I presume. But I like the toy shop as well. I think that's really cute. And then we have our seasonal calendar. So a calendar for you to colour month by month. So we've got the winter January here with the penguins. Oh, and you've got the calendar at the bottom there, which is quite nice. Although it's not linked to days, I guess you could write that underneath. February, so dreading January and February, it's going to be so cold. Beautiful picture, absolutely lovely this. I really like this one. And then we're in spring, aren't we? So lovely picture for May. And then this one's summer, that's June. This one's July. August, looks like it's a camper van. And then we've got lots of leaves for autumn. September, we've got a Halloweeny one for October. November. And then lastly we've got December. And that's it. So those are the beautiful books that we have from Castle Arts. And yeah, hope you enjoyed the flips and my chat. And until next time, take care. Bye.